A Tesla manager just broke his silence about what the company's been quietly hiding, and it's the kind of detail that could reshape how regulators look at autonomous vehicles. He's saying that Tesla's full self-driving system, the feature rolled out to hundreds of thousands of cars, wasn't ready for the road. In fact, he's calling it a rolling hazard, not a minor flaw that's being worked out, but genuinely dangerous in ways the company knew about but didn't fully disclose. This isn't hearsay or speculation. This is someone who worked inside Tesla's management structure, who watched the FSD system develop and deploy, saying publicly after being fired that cars with this system on public roads represent a real safety risk to drivers, passengers, and pedestrians. When an insider takes that risk, knowing it'll likely hurt their career, knowing Tesla's legal team will push back, it's usually because they felt the danger was serious enough that staying silent wasn't an option. That's the detail that changes how you should think about the autonomous vehicle race. Elon Musk's been promising fully autonomous Tesla vehicles for years. Every update gets spun as a leap forward. But here's what's getting lost in the marketing. What if those updates were revealing something dangerous, not a system getting better? To really understand what this manager's saying, you need to know what full self-driving actually is and why it matters so much to Tesla's future. FSD isn't a finished product. It's a work-in-progress system rolled out to real drivers on real streets. Think of it like inviting people to help test drive a prototype plane while it's still being designed in mid-flight. Tesla's been selling customers on a vision, autonomous driving that works. Elon Musk has been promising fully self-driving cars for nearly a decade. Each update gets positioned as a milestone toward that goal, the cars getting smarter, more capable, closer to replacing human drivers entirely. That's a compelling story, especially if you're invested in Tesla. By 2025, Tesla had rolled FSD out to millions of vehicles. More miles of real-world data, the company argued, meant better training for the AI system. Every scenario, every road, weather condition, and edge case was feeding back into the neural networks that control the car. That data flywheel was supposed to be Tesla's competitive advantage, but rolling out unfinished autonomous systems to the public carries a risk that doesn't get much attention in product pitches. What if the system does dangerous things in those real-world scenarios? What if the data you're collecting proves the system isn't ready? So what exactly was this manager saying was dangerous? According to his account, Tesla's full self-driving system was making decisions on public roads that put people at real risk. He described the cars as rolling hazards, vehicles that would make choices a human driver wouldn't, sometimes in ways that created genuine danger. Think about what a rolling hazard means. A car that looks normal, that you might pass on the freeway. But that's doing something actively unsafe underneath all that control. It might brake suddenly for objects that aren't there, or fail to brake when it should. It might make turns unpredictably. The manager's speaking from inside the company, from a position where he could see real-world telemetry, crash reports, behavioral logs of how the system was performing. When he says it was a rolling hazard, he's not speculating from outside. He watched the failures happen. What makes this significant is the bravery of the accusation. If the FSD system was genuinely getting safer with each mile, there'd be no reason for an insider to risk his job and speak out. The fact that he did, publicly, after being fired, suggests he watched something serious enough that staying silent wasn't an option. The question people ask is, what specifically did the cars do that was dangerous? Unfortunately, real incident details inside Tesla's safety systems aren't public yet. The company guards that data closely, but we can infer things from how autonomous systems typically fail when they're undertrained or pushed beyond their limits. One failure mode is phantom braking. The car suddenly stops for an obstacle that isn't there. Imagine you're on a highway at 65 miles per hour, and the FSD system perceives something, maybe a shadow, maybe a sensor glitch, and slams the brakes. The car behind you has no time to react. That's dangerous. It risks everyone on the road. Another failure mode is recognition failure. The system misses something it should see. A pedestrian, a red light, a stopped vehicle. These aren't theoretical. They're known failure modes in autonomous systems during rain, fog, complex intersections, or unusual road markings. What the manager appears to be describing is a system that wasn't just imperfect. It was actively hazardous. It wasn't making human-like mistakes comparable to an average driver. It was doing things that created risks a human driver simply wouldn't create, multiplied across hundreds of thousands of vehicles on public streets. How does Tesla's full self-driving compare to other autonomous systems? This context matters because there are different approaches to building self-driving cars with very different safety records. Some companies, Waymo, Cruise, operate autonomous systems in controlled environments, specific cities, specific roads, specific weather. Their vehicles operate in defined zones where they've done thousands of tests before deployment. Cautious, but safer because they're not deploying on random roads to random drivers. Tesla's approach is different. FSD rolls out to regular owners on any road, in any weather, any situation. It learns from real-world data at massive scale. That's faster, more scenarios, quicker learning. But it's riskier. You're testing an autonomous system in the hands of the public. Traditional cruise control and lane-keeping assistance takes another path. It's narrowly defined, does one thing. Doesn't take full control and keeps humans alert. Proven safe because it's limited scope. What the manager's saying suggests is that Tesla's strategy, rolling out a complex autonomous system to millions of cars, created risks that cautious, geo-fenced approaches avoided. Speed came at a safety cost. The data flywheel that's supposed to make FSD smarter might also be collecting evidence of how dangerous it really is. So what happens next? Regulators will take notice. When an insider from a major company makes public allegations about safety failures, agencies like NHTSA, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, pay attention. This testimony adds weight to years of external investigations into Tesla's autopilot and FSD. It's not just critics saying there's a problem anymore. The legal impact is significant too. If this manager can demonstrate that Tesla knew about safety issues before rolling out FSD more broadly, that changes liability calculations. Lawyers are already building cases around autonomous vehicle injuries and deaths. Insider testimony adds credibility and specifics. There's also the business impact. FSD is central to Tesla's financial story. Investors buy Tesla partly on the promise of autonomous vehicles working. If regulators restrict FSD, or if lawsuits mount, that reshapes Tesla's valuation and timeline. But the deepest question is about regulatory philosophy. Do you let companies deploy cutting-edge AI to the public as a live testing ground? Or do you require extensive validation before deployment? That's the conversation this manager's decision to speak out forces us to have. Here's what you should know about evaluating autonomous vehicle claims, because this story will repeat itself as more systems roll out. First, there's a gap between marketing and engineering reality. When a company says its system is safe, ask, safe compared to what? A company has incentives to say good things about its own product. Independent testing matters. Second, watch the deployment strategy. Rolling out to millions of vehicles globally is a live experiment on the public. Testing in controlled zones first is slower but safer. Speed isn't safety. Third, pay attention when insiders speak out. They know things you don't. The gap between what's said publicly and what the data actually shows. When they take a career risk to go public, there's usually real substance behind it. Fourth, remember that autonomous vehicles aren't magic. They're built by humans, trained on data, capable of mistakes in edge cases and unusual situations. Claims that an AI system is safer than humans need specific evidence, not marketing. The next time you see a headline about a company deploying a new autonomous system, ask these questions. They'll change how you think about what's really happening behind the hype. Here's what this comes down to. Autonomous vehicles aren't done. They're still being figured out. When someone inside one of the leading companies says publicly that the current generation is dangerous, that's a moment worth attention. The narrative is shifting. For years, the story has been that autonomous vehicles are inevitable and getting safer. Companies have talked about self-driving becoming normal, replacing human drivers, solving crashes. This manager just introduced doubt. He's saying not yet, not this way, not safely as rolled out now. That doesn't mean autonomous vehicles fail permanently. It means we need to slow down, validate carefully, and listen to people who understand these systems well enough to fear them. When engineers speak up, it's usually serious. What to watch next? Regulatory action from NHTSA, potential lawsuits, and how Tesla responds. Watch if other former Tesla employees come forward. Watch if other autonomous system companies face similar pressure. Watch the data. If these vehicles are truly safe, evidence will show it. If not, more people will speak. The future of transportation is being built now. Understanding what's happening inside these systems, really understanding, is how we make sure it's actually safe. Follow for daily AI news.